Hi, I'm Scott, Head of Sales at the Drone Centre, and today we're going to be talking about the DJI L1 LiDAR solution and also the DJI P1 Photogrammetry solution. I have today here my colleague Sam. We're going to talk about which solution is best for your business. Sam, let's talk about the P1 and the DJI L1. In terms of surveying, which system would be best for which scenario?
Well, Scott, it depends on the application and the end result I am looking for. If you are looking on a 3D model accuracy, then it's the L1. If you're looking for a survey grade accuracy on, for example, the northing, easting or other things, then P1 would be a great choice.
Understood. In terms of the data sets you mentioned, one scenario is best for the L1.
Yeah.
And one scenario is probably best for the P1, maybe multiple scenarios. When you're processing that data, what is most important for you? Is it the file type? So to tell me more about how the L1 may benefit over the P1.
With DJI Terra, you directly get the output from the L1, you export to the software, and the software does everything within 4 to 5 minutes, which is extremely best in the market currently. Whereas with the P1, you will get 100 and 1000 of photos. Then you have to have a good laptop with the very best graphic card and everything to process that data. And you need to have a dedicated person to process that data. And the L1 can get you a result in 5 minutes, whereas with the P1, you will be having 7 to 10 hours of time.
Oh, interesting. So the L1 then provides you faster data sets.
Right.
Where the P1 is more a project-based photogrammetry sensor, which would take longer. That's very interesting. But of course, the results are equally, if not more beneficial in some instances.
Right.
Tell me more about the efficiencies which would benefit you. So would it be the P1? Would it be the L1? Would it be a combination of both? And if so, how could you make them work together?
When you are mapping or surveying, for example, kilometers of road, it's better to go on P1. L1 cannot get you data from the road because the roads are black and the reflectivity is less. Also with the buildings, if you are mapping the buildings, the L1 cannot get you more data set. Whereas the P1 with the smart oblique feature, it can give you more data and more points. If you are looking on inspecting or mapping, 3D designing a power line or a power grid, or something like dense vegetation, that time the P1 cannot help you out. Only L1 can help you with the best in class result.
So I'm saying like the L1 might actually benefit you with more this foliage. We're talking about that. I know you're talking about the road systems, and that's where we see a lot of our work in this region. In terms of intricate objects that are quite delicate, maybe power lines, cables, telecommunications lines, which sensor would be best for inspecting those types of edifices?
In that case, the L1 is the best option available because with the L1, you directly hitting the target and getting the result back with the very good point cloud density.
So it's a SLAM-based LiDAR solution, which is great for efficiency workflows. Yeah. I can also see a benefit with the L1 here. You're talking about fast data processes. What about inspecting before you need to go and use a photogrammetry camera? Can that be done on the L1?
Yeah, that's a good option available with the L1. Before you map any site or survey any site, you can take the data with the L1 and see how the vegetation or how the terrain is.
So you're saying you can have an instant report of the terrain, so then you can go in and have a more accurate flight using the P1. I can see the benefits from that. This is what a lot of people will be asking us. What is the most cost-effective solution based on what we've been discussing today?
The cost comes again on the application, on the end result you are looking for. The price between these two is the P1 is around 5,000 USD and the L1 is double the price, which is around 10,000 USD. The P1 is very specifically for surveying and mapping. If your customer is a surveyor or a survey company, they can go for the P1 also. But if they are looking on the 3D model and the best 3D model to be designed, then that time it should be L1. Depends on the pricing. Yeah, if you invest on the L1, you would be getting more on the point cloud and also the cost effectiveness and the time being very less.
So I can see now where the benefits lie in both systems. The L1 has last file formatting, instant reporting, the ability to map and terrain. The P1 has its benefits of having the 45 megapixel full frame sensor, better for photogrammetry efforts, 3D imaging, and so on. It might be a little bit more accurate in its representation. Controversially, I've got to ask you this. As a surveyor, which system do you prefer? If I were to give you one of the two, which one would you want to use?
That time, definitely I will go for the L1, because as a surveyor, I will be looking more on the time not to be more consumed, because the work in progress is very fast in construction.
And time is money, isn't it?
Yeah, time is money. So with the L1, I'll get the instant report. I can show you the client. I can process the data and view the more accurate result with the point cloud.
Okay, Sam, thank you very much for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about our content, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to ask us a question, feel free to say something in the comment section below. Until next time, we hope to see you again at the Drone Centre.